Hello there, fellow viewers. This is Starless Plains. Welcome to a game called Dead Horizon. This is only an 8-bit game made by the Unity engine on Steam. If you wanted to check out this game by yourself, the link is on the description below. Well, probably judging by the description on this game, it's like a short point-and-click Western kind of game. Of course, as you can see over here. And yes, I know it's kind of a little bit ironic how I made the West of Loathing the other day, and now I've gone into another Western game, so some people say this is actually short, but, well, nothing but a little casual game to actually just break through the repetitive thing, so let's get this to go. What was the advice that old Judas gave you? Be fast. Breathe. Don't miss. Oh, come on. He told you more than that, didn't he? You can't remember. With an iron like that, it takes only 7 pounds of pressure to kill a man. And if you pull that trigger, ain't nothing that can save you, Bonnie Star. So by the very lights of hell, don't you miss. Don't you miss. Now. Don't you miss. You can't shoot him. Not yet. Anyone that tried, the bullets never made it through the dust. They just disappear. But there's a moment, you saw it, when he killed all those people, when he raised his hand and sent the sand down their throats. When he raises his hand, the dust parts for an instant as it whips around him. Enough time for just one shot. But that's all you ever needed. Wait for it. Wait for it. Almost. Be ready. Fingers loose. Breathe. Remember to breathe. And now pull. Now pull fast as you can. Pull and shoot. Pull the cursor below the frame. Now pull back up and draw your gun. Oh, so that's how you do it. Click the left mouse button to fire. Hot dog! Pretty straight shooting there. Of course, can still shoot back. Now, put that thing away and listen up. Alright, I'm putting it away. Pull the cursor below the frame to holster your gun. Ain't an easy thing, looking a man in the eyes and ending his life. You sure that's something you want to learn to do? I don't know if you have the stones for it, girl. But you did have the stones for it, didn't you? Didn't you? What are you doing? My candle burns at both ends. It will not last a night, but my foes, and oh, my friends. It gives me a lovely light. Your favorite poem. How's that going for you? It does shed a lovely light. An oddly peaceful painting. Who was it of? Did it look like your mother? Or is that just how you remember it? The painting doesn't matter. You never really gave it a good look. There was nothing to see out there, out the window. Darkness with the sight of night. Stop stalling. You can't stay here. And you didn't. You didn't stay here. You went downstairs. You played cards. You drank too much. You lost more than you could afford to lose, and called him a cheat. You haven't stopped calling him a cheat. In fact, he might be making cluck noises now. Not yet, that'd make you a murderer. Only pull if he pulls. No guns in the saloon. Probably not a bad rule if anyone followed it. Now pull. No, you were faster than that. And call him a cheat. Wait for it. Gotcha! He's dead. You can put the gun away now. You killed your first man that day. They started calling you Blood and Piss Star after that. Wow. They don't know that they can use vulgar language on this. What else could they do after people started talking about how he pissed and bled all over himself? And while gasping and cursing about being shot down by a woman. Hell yeah. Of course, doesn't matter what were there. What you want that, you know it didn't happen like that. Because you got a reputation after that. His family was rich. Local law said it had been self-defense at first, but then they had a retrial by proxy after you left. Guilty, 6 months to a year if they went easy, the rope otherwise. It was only a matter of time before a bounty hunter came calling. You gave him a chance to walk away. Crap. Alright. You gave him a chance. Just wait until he lowers himself. Gotcha. Nothing left to shoot. You can put your iron away now. But you never shot anyone that didn't make you. They all deserve it. Right? Right? They both could have walked away. And that bounty hunter was famous. 100-head Fred. Like to bring him in alive, but didn't mind having them dead. Took you from having a reputation to being infamous. However, bounty hunters look after their own. And the Red Stars didn't give you much choice, did they? You only had heartbeats. Uh-oh. No time, slap leather or they're gonna gun you down. Shit. Oh, it would be great if I had a mouse. Yes, got it! Bushwhackers. They didn't give you a choice. You had to kill them. They were going to put you in the ground. Gunning down a gang of men that got the drop on you? That turned someone into a legend. Nicknames like One Shot Star, Bouncing Bonnie Blaster, Darlin' Deadeye. All your drinks were free. Everyone wanted to hear you talk about the time you put a bullet through a man's head and watched his teeth fly out the back. Of course, when you're a legend, everyone wants you. Lowlifes, thugs, gunslingers, lawmen, out to make a name for themselves. Lawman says you could have killed 5 men. He's not wrong, but he pushes it, he'll make you 6. Fuck. Just gotta wait for the right time. He didn't pull on you. You pulled first this time. Okay. Gotcha. They're dead. You can put that gun away now. He was faster, but he missed. You didn't. Not this time. shot down a sheriff in the middle of his town. Everyone saw every man, woman, and child, all of them terrified. Terrified of you. Most men, regardless of cause or need, will blink an eye or draw a breath before they pull the trigger. You won't. They could see it in you. And what's left? How can you even make a living now? Bounty hunter? The Red Stars hate you. And who would hire someone with your reputation as a caravan guard? Go back to the farm? The trail of blood would lead right back to you. It's too wide and too long. So, there was drinking, lots of drinking, and gambling, lots of gambling. Days blurring into one another. Before the screams, hearing the screams. Saw him there, just like death, setting fire to the house, to the town, killing for no reason. Couldn't shake the feeling that he was here for you, that everyone else was just in his way. Could have run. Stagecoach's horses were nearby, probably got in the way. What happened smarter? This man, this thing, not like anyone would have ever fought before. A force of nature, beyond bullets and steel, a walking maelstrom. Yet here you are, face to face with the gathering storm. Between it and everyone else, screaming and crying and burning, with nowhere to go. Or maybe once in your miserable little life, the pull of a trigger might actually mean something. Just wait for your moment. Wait for it. Wait for him to raise his hand for the dust to part, just long enough. And whatever you do, Bonnie, don't you miss. Gotcha. Well, that was it. Wow, that was quite an interesting game. That was an interesting game. Writing and production, Matthew Ritter. Programming and design, Dan Herbert. I have to say, I gotta say, the ones that actually made this game is actually pretty good, despite being an 8-bit game. Thanks for playing. I gotta have to say, this is actually pretty an interesting game, despite it being so short, but personally, I really love 8-bit games like this, and, well, for those that made this game, it's pretty good. Kudos on you, even though it was made on the Unity engine, but this is actually pretty good. I wish there could actually be more to this or something, like a storyline, but, hey. Well, sorry, I'm just having a hard time trying to speak right now, because of a sore throat. So, thank you for the developers of this game. It's a pretty good game. 8-bit, it's pretty good. And all. Well, even though my little problem is not having a mouse, so it's probably hard for me to actually try to point and click fast enough to shoot the enemies that are right in front of me. But overall, this is actually pretty good. This is actually fantastic. Alright, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode. See you then.